Where was this heel John Cena all this time?
Your tweets are strong, your actions are weak.
People, I feel like it's that CM Punk effect. Man, Cena referenced Cesaro, Ziggler, Ryder by the real names. Obviously a callback to the infamous pipe bomb. Imagine hating on CM Punk. Couldn't be me. I'm convinced people who don't like Punk are just mad about the AEW situation. He's just so good at this, man. He literally gets the best out of his opponents 10 times out of 10. I feel like John Cena never looked this believable as a heel. Just a completely different energy from Jonathan in this promo. You know, people, CM Punk wasn't lying when he said he's gonna make this retirement tour watchable. It was absolutely hilarious when they showed their promo package. There's one thing you're better than me at, and that's kissing ass. They completely erased the Vince McMahon line. He's just better at kissing ass in general. So let's talk about SmackDown, where we got that great John Cena promo, great LA Knight stuff, and Nia Jax winning the championship again. Which is like, did we really need that? I'm just with you. Somebody didn't watch SmackDown and thought, oh my god, are you serious? At least one person was like, oh my god! Also, YouTube tells me most of you aren't even subscribed, so subscribe and I'll massage your arse or something. So the show kicks off with LA Knight. Big crowd reaction. He talked about being screwed at Money in the Bank. He returned the favor by screwing Seth's guys at King of the Ring. He says everything ends with him and Seth Rollins. He kinda mentioned how nobody even knows if I'm on Raw or on SmackDown, so just like I talked about in my previous video, he's probably moving to Monday Night Raw, which is a perfect move in my opinion. He calls out Seth Rollins, but we got Paul Heyman instead. He tells LA Knight to leave Michigan or something bad will happen. Also, LA Knight is so hilarious at this. How could you not love the guy? How could you not love LA Knight? LA Knight accuses Heyman of being a liar and a leech, saying he only attaches himself to whoever is hot. Currently Seth. He offers Heyman a free shot, but Heyman bails and warns that something bad happening tonight is a spoiler. So we got Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. We got this big fight, but LA Knight fights back with a steel chair. Good stuff. Like I've said, I'm very happy as a big LA Knight fangirl. I'm happy he's, getting these opportunities. Big rivalry against the biggest faction in the WWE right now. Obviously, I want him to move to Monday Night Raw, get more opportunities, but this is pretty big, and I kind of like how they're teasing this. Finally, Seth Rollins and LA Knight in the same ring at the same time. I think the promo work is going to be something really special, and I hope that he's actually going to join all the guys who are now, enemies of Seth Rollins' faction. Guys like Jay, Sammy, Punk, Cody. Eventually, I think Seth Rollins is going to get these new members, and all of this is gonna end at War Games. Backstage, Paul Heyman is with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. He says they have everything under control. Breaker just barks. They turn him into a dog. They turn him into a dog, people. Woof woof. That's kinda weird. Okay. If I could give some criticism, I love Braun Breaker. He's actually one of my favorites right now. They removed all the personality he had. Like, I get it, he's the tough guy of the faction, but they dumbed him down in a way. So they got told that Bronson Reed versus LA Knight is happening, which they are fine with. We got King of the Ring semifinals, Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. Man, Alexa is really over in the WWE. It's kind of surprising in a way. It's crazy how big of a connection she has with the fans, not even just Marks. I know people are, Alexa! I thought that's being replaced with Liv! Clearly people are still into Alexa, which is great. Liv! Some 2016 vibes right here, pretty decent match. Asuka obviously wins. I think she's winning the whole thing. No complaints here. But backstage, Charlotte protects Alexa from Chelsea's faction. Eventually we got Charlotte versus Chelsea, in which Charlotte Flair wins, but immediately got attacked by Piper Niven. So we got Alexa with the save, but Charlotte refuses to work with Alexa. She didn't even appreciate that. I have no idea what this is leading to. I thought this is going to be this one-on-one rivalry. Finally Alexa Bliss is joining the Wyatt Six, which is still probably the case, but now it seems like they're actually teasing some kind of a tag team. Them going for the women's tag team championships possibly in the future. Because from this segment, I got the feeling that, Alexa is trying to work with Charlotte Flair. So Aleister Black was supposed to face Kit Wilson, but Kit got attacked by R-Truth. He's unhinged, people. He says, get John Cena out here. I'm driving now. And he locks in that STFU. So obviously Aleister had a problem with that. Why are you interfering in my matches? R-Truth said it's nothing personal. We got Damian Priest and he told everybody to chill. He told told R-Truth not to lose himself. You're funny, that's why people like you. Use that anger on John Cena, and then we celebrate. If I know one thing about DP's parties, that's a women. It's gonna be fun. Still have no idea what's the long-term plan with R-Truth, but it's kinda enjoyable. I think it's pretty nice. We're gonna talk about John Cena versus R-Truth in a second. I think WWE are doing it the right way, for the most part. Cody comes out and quickly gets interrupted by Jey Uso. Jey tells Cody they've been at the top, but Monday night it's one-on-one, and only one can win. It's not personal, just business. He ends with yeet. Yeet, I'm actually pretty excited about the match. I love these, friendly competitions in WWE. They hug and Sami Zayn comes out. He says, I'm proud of you both, but I'm the only one who didn't win the championship. And you guys won the title. I was the first one to congratulate you, but now it's my time to finish my story. Randy Orton comes out and he's going to do whatever it takes to face John Cena at SummerSlam, even go through Cody. He tells Jey he respects him, but if they face off, it'll end with an RKO. Orton says everyone knows Sami Zayn will be a world champion one day, but not at SummerSlam, and tonight he'll be hit with the RKO. That's nice, some endorsement from the legendary Randy Orton. So, I think this is our WrestleMania, Sami Zayn winning the championship, especially considering the fact he didn't win this match, because we got Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn, which I would say was a banger. Was really looking forward to this match. It had that big match feel, and I always feel that way with Sami's matches. When he faced CM Punk on Raw, it just feels different. I don't know what it is about him. When there's something on the line, Sami just hits different, man. So we got a very nice RKO, and now it's Orton versus Cody or Jey. Are they really going to do Orton versus Cody? That is great. Man, Night of Champions is looking good. I know you might say, well, they're wasting it. It should be for the championship. It should be Orton turning heel. Sure, but, they can always revisit that. This could be a friendly competition, and, I don't think it ruins anything, really. Okay, so I'm just tired of this rivalry. I get it, Nia is this giant, and WWE are using her so Naomi could cash in. It makes sense, but I wish WWE could be a little bit more creative. Naomi tried to cash in, but I assume Nia wants to beat Tiffany herself. I'm just over it, honestly. I'm over Tiffany versus Nia Jax. Been there, done that. Looking forward to Naomi winning the championship, but all of this ain't really working for me. Not very exciting stuff. We got that Solo and Jacob segment, so of course Solo tried to work it out. He tried to manipulate him. This whole I love you Solo Jacob stuff is absolutely hilarious, but of course Jacob ain't buying any of that shit. We got JC, we got Jimmy Uso, and I kinda like that. I like this partnership of Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso. I'm glad Jimmy is finally being used on SmackDown in something a bit more interesting. I like this unlikely friendship in a way. Both came out of the bloodline. I don't know, I feel like that was kind of nice. So then we got LA Knight versus Bronson Reed, which was actually pretty decent, LA Knight was doing just fine, and I like that they actually protected the dude. So we got a disqualification due to Braun Breaker's attack. They protected LA Knight, meaning that, they were shitting their pants. The pants were full of poo-poo. And they did almost like an injury angle because we got multiple tsunamis. We know what it did to Seth Rollins the last time we got that. Well, we didn't get 6 or whatever that was, to Seth Rollins. But still, LA Knight now is injured, so we gotta wait for that comeback right now on Raw where he eventually attacks Seth Rollins. Maybe even next week, who knows. It feels big for another reason. LA Knight is all alone fighting all of these guys. It makes him look really strong in my opinion. We got John Cena versus R-Truth. So R-Truth actually did very good for himself. I gotta appreciate that. They actually protected him because John Cena leaves the match, hits R-Truth with the championship. Cena left the match against R-Truth. That's pretty big. Punk comes out, we got a big fight with John Cena coming out on top, and he got a pipe bomb, almost like a parody of CM Punk's pipe bomb. It was so good. It was so good. The crowd reaction, they almost didn't necessarily turn on Punk, but they started cheering for Cena. It's like, well, that's the type of shit we've been waiting for, boy. That is the type of shit we've been waiting for, boy. Finally, this narcissistic up version of John Cena we've been waiting for. He sits on the top rope and addresses CM Punk, saying he doesn't hate him. In fact, he likes him, but he hates the idea that Punk is the best in the world. I'm the greatest of all time. So yes, the entire promo was somewhat related to CM Punk's pipe bomb. He calls him the best bullshitter. He says he's jealous of how Punk convinced fans of a myth and mocks Punk's ever-changing values. Obviously, again, referencing the Saudi comments. Your tweets are strong, your actions are weak. Oh man, what a line. What a line. And yes, John Cena, Mr. PG, said bullshit. Yes, I said a curse word. Stu, I'm breaking the fourth wall. Just make everybody cut Punk's promos at this point. He name drops Claudio Castagnoli, Nick Nemeth, and Matt Cardona as real workers Punk stepped over. Oh my god. Oh my god, one of them is in AEW. Another one is in TNA, another one is an indie wrestler. Man. You know, I popped for Nick Nemeth mostly. You know, one of my faves. Oh my god. Cena says no one will save Punk now. He gave Punk his platform back then, but Punk hasn't evolved. He said you were great for like 5 minutes. Cena accuses Punk of being a millionaire, a corporate puppet, Mr. TKO, not the rebel he claims to be. I like that being Mr. TKO is such a big roast in the WWE. Like, WWE realized this is where the criticism from the fans are coming from, you know, TKO, not even the WWE at this point, just TKO. Oh, like WWE is corporate, we have a corporation above a corporation, it's just getting so all sorts of f***ed up. He promises to expose Punk in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, proving he's the greatest of all time. He mocks Punk's best in the world run as lasting only 7 minutes 14 years ago. He ends by saying the champ is here, the mood is changing, but thanks Punk for letting him steal the promo spotlight. Oh my god, people. This is the John Cena we needed. This is the John Cena we needed. It felt personal, it felt almost real. Sure, you will never be able to look at John Cena and feel like he's being honest, he's a heel. This is the closest thing we could get. Always shocks me how there are people who say, CM Punk is overrated, he sucks. Come on. Come on, every year, the best rivalry in the WWE right now is something with CM Punk in it. Like, this, it just feels real. He makes this shit not look childish in a way, I would say. Okay, always this discussion. Was it a mistake to turn him heel? After this promo, nah. This is good shit. This is the type of shit I want, you know. This got me so excited about Night of Champions. Oh my god. I, for the most part, enjoyed his heel run so far. But I always felt like, okay, he's good at pretending to be a heel, you know? He made you feel. He made you feel, people. What a generational promo. Watch SmackDown. Didn't expect one of the best John Cena promos of all time. Thank you for watching this video, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.